I'm Wesley.
And I'm Bailey.
And this is the Wesley Weighs In podcast. And we are joined today with two very special guests.
The most special guests.
Well, we have another special guest downstairs, but he's currently not up here right now.
That's true.
But Miss Maddox Parker. And...
insert applause here. And Miss Lennox Parker. Oh my goodness.
Yes, this will be an interesting.
We have the twinsies here.
We do indeed.
We just got back, like literally 30 minutes ago from Houston, where we were. I can't talk. Where we were all competing at the Houston Open IBJJF, and we decided. I mean, it's about time that two of our fellow jiu-jitsu loving family members come hang out with us on the podcast.
Yep.
They're very excited about it.
They're more interesting than your average kid, maybe, but maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe they're really boring.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear anything they have to say. I guess we're about to find out.
Yeah, I don't think they're very interesting at all.
They're kind of boring and.
You would say very encouraging parents.
I know.
Wow.
Okay.
Best.
So let's start quickly. Actually, you know what? I personally have to address a weird elephant in the room for me. I don't think anybody else probably cares, but I have to wear glasses. I had to wear glasses all day today because we were staying
She's a freak.
I
You
know.
look in glasses. You look good in glasses.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Those glasses are cute.
Thank you.
L7 weenie. Anyway.
I always wear contacts, and we stayed at my brother and sister-in-law's house, and I opened my contact case this morning, and my left contact, it was like it had disintegrated. It was like
Eroded.
a flesh-eating amoeba.
All I saw
had
was just like
got-
shattered in your. I was like, what the heck happened?
It was like something ate away at it, and half my contact was gone. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So, and that was, of course, my last pair of contacts because as much as I like to think that I'm a responsible adult, I'm really bad about doing things like making regular eye appointments and things like that.
It's
So
a
here I
common
am
thing, you know.
in my glasses. The last time this happened to me one other time and I had to roll with glasses on. It's weird. Or I had to take them off, and it was like somebody would point at me from across the mat to roll, you know, when you like make, and I didn't know who they were, and so I'm like, no idea who I'm accepting a roll
That's how
with.
Elric feels when he rolls.
I know, it's weird. So that's going to be me this week until I can get into the eye doctor and get another eye appointment. So anyways, Bailey with glasses, that's what you get today.
Yep.
Okay. So our guests, why don't you start? We already said your names. So why don't you tell us like what belt you are, how long you've been training,
How old you are.
yeah, how old you
know,
are, something like,
stuff like that.
Tell me a
Let's
little
go.
something
Let's
about
start with
you.
Miss Lennox Parker.
This is Lennox here. I am 10 years old. In 2 months, gonna turn 11.
Oh my gosh. 2
crazy.
months. I was not even
it's
thinking
crazy.
it was that close.
I'm so excited.
That's wild.
I am a gray black belt, and I've been doing jiu-jitsu for, this is my 4th year?
I think so.
Yeah, I think this is my 4th
Coming
year.
up on your 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really bad about keeping track of it, but I know.
Yeah, you are.
I'm the only one
exact
who's
time.
really good
I love
about
to
it.
keep track of
Because
my
I have the date I
gymnastics.
started in my calendar, and I celebrate
gosh.
my jiu-jitsu-versary every year. And
That's
it's
great.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself, though. What else do you like? You're not defined strictly by your jiu-jitsu. What else do you like
Who are
to do?
you as a person, Lennox?
Yeah. What do you do when you're walking around this house constantly? And I have to say, all right, that's enough.
I got to record
Singing.
Singing.
I got it
yes,
recorded a little bit right before we started.
She also shares the gift of a good voice, like her mother. She's very musically inclined.
Yeah,
So,
if y'all didn't know, I can sing.
Yeah, so can I.
Right?
Same. I
Cool.
can sing like really well. No.
bragging over here. Yeah, and she lets me know that I cannot sing.
You
so
cannot
it's
sing.
I
very
can't either.
rude.
He can't. We're
Yeah.
in the car like, no.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But she likes to sing and
I love singing.
Very artistic. Yeah.
I want to be, one, I want to help with his gym that he's going to have one day. And then be a teacher, but also I want to be a tattoo artist, and I want to sing on stage at church.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And those,
Got lots of
I
goals.
have
Good
big
goals.
dreams.
Yes,
that's
you
right.
do.
It's good to
I
have
love
them.
that.
Yep. And then let's move on over to Miss Maddox. All right. What is your age? How old are you?
Oh, let me guess. 2 months to my birthday?
Oh, y'all are twins? I had no
I'm
idea.
so surprised.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
How many minutes apart are you guys?
6.
6 minutes.
6
I'm
months.
older. I'm older. Actually, okay, just joking.
Lennox
I'm
is
older.
Older. by
Hey, it's
6
better
months.
to be younger because
You
that
get
means she
better
gets
too.
older faster than like she'll be old
Lusa.
6 minutes older than you when you get old, you know. So
What else about you?
Get older.
yeah, what else?
Your belt and anything else? about
Solid gray, and my main sport is gymnastics.
Yeah, and well, as far as jiu-jitsu goes, you started training probably about
6 months.
6 months after Lennox
Yeah.
did, so you're about 6 months behind her, around there.
So almost. So you're still a solid gray.
Yeah.
About to get your
4 stripes.
three.
4th degree solid gray belt.
Yeah.
And your
about to
main
do
sport
that.
is gymnastics, right?
I've
So
been doing it for almost 8 years.
yeah, since you were like what,
Oh my
4 years
gosh.
old?
3.
3 years old?
Crazy.
Okay.
I forgot.
Excuse me. And what are your goals there? Like, if that's your main sport,
Olympics or college.
all right. Yeah. And you're on that path? Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have any other girls in your gym that have gone to college from gymnastics?
Oh yeah.
All right.
going
I'm
this
just saying for
year.
the people watching, they don't all know.
This
They
year.
don't all know. Okay, what's your dream school to go to?
OU.
OU.
I'm.
Oh, man.
They're such
I
a
may
good.
be thinking of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
We literally
Oh,
have an
I already
OU
have a tattoo
poster
artist
above
job.
our bed. Gymnastics OU poster.
Yes.
above
So-
our
I
bed.
did that for her.
What about, you have gymnastics dreams. What about, you have jiu-jitsu dreams?
Just like, I guess being at your gym with Lennox, that would be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make the gym bigger when you guys have one.
Yeah.
As big as AOJ,
Well,
bigger.
well, you would both be a huge asset and be very helpful, I'm sure. But that's still down the line. Way to go. Ways to go. But very cool. So that is Miss Lennox and Maddox Parker right there.
Our firstborns.
Our firstborns. So let's dive a little deeper. So you do gymnastics pretty much full time, right? At
Yeah.
what point, for those who don't know, she homeschools. Lennox goes to public school, Dax goes to public school, but Maddox homeschools strictly so she can have more time at gymnastics. So before we break down like the question that we're going to get to about what it was like whenever, see me thinking about it, what it was like whenever she moved on to homeschool and you were at public school. And
that
so before we get to that, be thinking about it. But for you, like, kind of tell everyone who's listening, like, when you made that transition, what did you transition to time-wise whenever it comes to your schedule? What is your schedule kind of like on a day-to-day basis? Hours of training versus break time,
Yeah.
and then what you do when you get home and what you do to go train jiu-jitsu.
Well, I started off with being an afternoon program when I was still doing public school. I would drive to practice after school, and then like I was late every day, and
Yeah.
come home at 8 o'clock.
We would
every
literally,
day.
well, Bailey would literally
I
pick
would
up
literally.
Maddox straight from school, and Maddox would change into her Leo on
In
the
the
way
car.
to gymnastics. Yeah, in the car on the way there.
And then she would train from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
At night, yeah.
At night, 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And then we'd drive home and
What,
she'd
7
eat
to
and
10?
And that schedule was really hard on her. It was hard. It was like no home
jiu-jitsu.
life. It was no jiu-jitsu. I'm getting to
long
that
time.
too. But yeah, she took a long break from jiu-jitsu. So like,
still go
there was like a, I don't know, 4 to 5 month period where she wasn't even
was a
training jiu-jitsu at all. The only training she got in jiu-jitsu was on the weekends when she competed.
Yeah, I was competing without training, which was crazy, and I
Yep.
still was winning.
Yeah, you were doing really
Golds,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, that was when you were still like maybe a white belt. But
It was a lot. I remember she was in like 3rd grade. It was her last year of
Yeah.
public school, and we had that conversation of like, you don't even have homework yet, and if you had homework, there's no way that you would have time to do it. And so that's when we started having real conversations about, you know, what makes the most sense for her schedule to be able to make the most of the time that she has and still reach her goals. That's one thing Wesley and I have always said, just like early on. A lot of people are very critical of us, I would say, actually, or question like our busyness or like the amount of time that we put into, especially like our kids and their sports, and the amount of money sometimes that goes into that, especially gymnastics. If y'all don't know, is not a cheap sport. But we have always said from a young age with the kids that we want to support their dreams if they have big dreams, and if they're willing to make the sacrifices that they have to make to pursue those dreams, if they're willing to make the sacrifice of not going to public school with their sister anymore and spending their entire day in the gym training and giving up weekends with friends and, you know, all of the sacrifices that they have to make to pursue their dreams, then we as their parents we're willing to make sacrifices as well to help them pursue their goals. And so that's just always been our mindset from early on, and some people definitely don't understand it. But that's kind of been our philosophy as parents, is they put in a lot of work and effort, and if they're going to do that, then we're going to make the sacrifices to support them as well.
But, you know, the ones who do understand it, those are the ones who are shoulder to shoulder with us, you know, that are like parents of gymnasts or homeschool parents who train jiu-jitsu or wrestling or judo or whatever the sport may be that they've decided to go full time. I mean, if you don't live in it, you don't understand it. You have this outside perspective, so and that just comes with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
That was the schedule. It was super busy, and we kind of moved to another gym that had an opportunity to do this and that we could financially make happen in this situation. So I was really on the fence about it and did not really want to do it because there's a lot of opportunities that you miss out on if you're homeschooled, I feel like, and don't go to public school, you know. And I know there's opportunities outside, but I just don't feel like they're the same when it comes to stuff.
You're worried about the like quintessential
homecomings and
school,
proms and
school dances.
You get to have extracurriculars that happen at school.
Lennox
and stuff,
was in her school play, and you know, all of the things like that that come with being in school.
Yeah, but
You
see,
don't like what?
since
I don't like plays. So
there you go.
well,
She's
it
not
was
a
a musical.
thespian.
We're good. It was a musical,
But,
so.
since then, I've had a big change of opinion on the whole matter. But so continue. So your whole training schedule now is kind of
In the morning, so I wake up with Lennox and Dax when they go to school, so like 6:30, and then we drop them off, go straight to gymnastics.
What do you do the night before? People probably don't realize what you do the night before.
Sometimes I like get everything ready, so I get my lunch ready.
You did that for a long time.
I
You do
did.
that for most days.
I used to literally sleep in half of my Leo.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's true.
I would wake up and I would put my Leo on and I'll be ready.
She's a very prepared, not an average kid when it comes to being prepared on the, you know, responsibility side, you know.
Yeah,
That's
for
true.
sure.
I do the same thing for school. I set all my
You
clothes
set out
out.
your
Yep,
clothes.
I get my
Plug
Leo
my
in.
computer in, set my backpack up.
Very responsible for these two 10-year-olds, and been doing that for a long time. Yep. So anyway, sorry, we keep diverting. Training schedule. You get all your stuff ready the night before, and then
I get everything ready,
get up at
and
6:30.
then after we drop them off, we go straight to practice, just me and my mom, and then I stay up there for about an hour because we get there super early.
Because you like to be there super early.
You know, I really don't care at this point. Like, I like my sleep, you know? And then,
Just like our mom.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Maybe too much. That's a little too much sleep.
Okay, there's no such thing. Anyway.
Okay. And then I work from 9 to 2. Sorry.
9 to 2, you
but-
train.
Training from 9
yeah.
to 2. Yeah.
And then I get a 15-minute break at 11:45 to 12. But that's
So that
it.
you get a 15-minute break for a snack,
Yeah.
right? So she works
For
from
5
9
hours
a.m.
of training.
to 2 p.m. with a 15-minute snack in between, and that's what all the girls do and how they train.
So she
right?
comes home and eats lunch at about 2:30 when she gets home from the gym.
Gets home, and
And
then
I get, like,
training
an
isn't.
hour
It's
and a
not. I think that's what people miss when it comes to training gymnastics. It's not just like I think they think it's just like tumbling on a bar and
We flip
and
around.
you know, on the floor and stuff. Like the amount of conditioning y'all do, you know, like you
do.
have of that 5 hours, like a lot of days is like an hour of conditioning, right?
It's 30 minutes, and like literally we warm up, run, we do like 30 to 45 minutes of conditioning.
Yeah.
Then we get onto our events.
And that we're talking, what kind of
events.
conditioning stuff y'all do? Y'all are doing
Oh my
pull-ups.
gosh.
I mean, what kind of?
No.
Yeah, I know. Way harder than that, right?
Yeah.
She's
oh.
like, I wish we were doing
I
pull-ups."
wish. Yeah, we have that. We have 4 events. Then we have, 4 events. Then we have snack. 1 more event. Then we have like 2 more events. We have conditioning for another 30, 45 minutes.
At the end.
Yeah. And then go home, I eat lunch. I have like an hour and a half to relax, do school.
Yeah, works on school for a little bit.
And then jiu-jitsu for like 2 hours.
Right. And then sometimes she helps me with private, or she'll have her own private lesson for jiu-jitsu
Or help.
with some friends, and then, or she helps sometimes.
Or help teach with stuff.
Yeah, sometimes she'll help teach at the gym, and then we go and train. Our night pretty much starts at 5 p.m. And both the girls are up there at the gym from pretty much 5 p.m. until we get back home. We usually get them back home around
10 o'clock.
No, not
10
necessarily.
o'clock.
It depends on the day, but y'all
does
get
depend on
home
the
at different times. So
They're not training that whole time, but
No,
they're
no.
training for a couple hours of that time. And
every
then
day, yeah.
that's one thing that I've always loved about our gym, and I also tell other people that. I think a lot of gyms are like this actually, but I tell new or like prospective members when they come with their kids and like, or their parents, and they're thinking about training, but they're like, oh, but my kid. And I remember feeling so blessed early on when I started training. Like, it was a struggle for a long time pre me doing jiu-jitsu, with me trying to like find a workout routine or whatever. Once we had kids and they were busy, like, it just felt like somebody had to be with them always. And Wesley was always pursuing something, training, doing something. And it felt like it made more sense for him to have that time. And so I felt like I was often then left to help take care of the kids while he was off training or whatever. And it was really hard for me to get into some sort of routine where I felt like I could do something for myself, workout wise, you know. And when I started doing jiu-jitsu, that was one thing I really loved, is we could both go and train in the evenings, and the kids, for whatever reason, I still am like baffled by it, they've never minded being up at the gym. Like, they run around and play, and there's other little gym kids who they'll hang out with. And it's honestly been a huge blessing as parents who both train and who have our own goals now, that our kids feel so comfortable in the gym environment. It's like a second home. They love our coaches, and our coaches love them, and they're just, it's like a second home for them to run around and be perfectly content, even if they're, you have 3 homes.
I have 2 homes. I have 2.
You have
Wait.
2. Yeah.
3 homes.
So it's been a blessing. And I think
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that enough at other gyms to know that I think that's a cool thing about jiu-jitsu gym culture, is it's very common to walk in and there's like parents training and kids are running around and playing together. And I just think that's a really cool environment for families to train and grow together, you know. That is not always possible in other gym environments.
Yeah, no, it's been a good thing. But, so, Lennox, what was it like whenever, you know, you had your sister, and I remember y'all would see each other at lunch, see each other at recess, you
No,
would
it was
walk in together, you had the same friends. What was it like whenever
still
we
have the
broke
same
the
friends.
news with you? Broke the news to you and Maddox, you know, like,
I
hey,
decided to homeschool.
Y'all were asking me what my decision was also. You were like giving me a part on it. I was like, I don't know, because I'll miss her, but this is like her dream to do gymnastics full time. So like, it was hard. She went to homeschool, and in 4th grade, that's when she wasn't there. That's the first year she was gone. And I finally got the same class as one of my best friends at school, Macy. Because every year, Maddox would get her in the same class, and I would always get a separate class.
yeah.
But yeah, it was different because usually during lunch in 3rd grade before she left, we would always be like mouthing each other, like,
Because you weren't allowed to sit with each other, right? You had to sit with your class.
We had assigned classes, in rows. But yeah, it was harder. I didn't have much, how do I put this? I didn't have someone I could always be with. And like,
which was what you were used to. You know,
yeah,
when you have a twin,
I was always used to
you
her
have a best
being
friend
there.
with you
Yeah.
all the time, right?
Like that's why I don't have as many friends as I would without her, because I only spend time with her. So like it was so different in 4th grade. That's what changed it all. But luckily I had my friend Macy, so
Yeah, that's good.
but even Maddox, she's the one that introduced me to Macy and made us friends too.
Yeah.
So almost none of my life would be here right now without her.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, that's how she is too. You know, y'all are. That's the special bond that you have as a twin, right?
How was it after a while? Like, looking back now, what are your thoughts about it?
I'm pretty used to it now. I can't say I'm like. There's some ups and downs on when she left, cause like I missed her a lot. It was different and weird, but like I was happy for her at the same time. You know.
Yeah.
I'm happy for her now still, but at the same time, I wish we could spend more time.
Yeah.
But then again, we also have jiu-jitsu together. And we're
Yeah.
always partners.
I remember that was one thing that I told you is like, she goes to school with you all day, but y'all weren't in the same class. So I'm like, you don't really see each other that much during the school day. And then in the evening, she was at gymnastics while you were at jiu-jitsu. And so I was like, you're actually going to see each other more now because she'll have evenings free. And so she'll be able to go to the gym with you and y'all can see each other in the evenings. Whereas right now, like you hardly ever get to see her.
Yeah, I barely saw her ever.
Do you remember when so you line up, you hear the whistle, we're lining up after recess, and we try so hard to get next to each other, we can't.
Oh my gosh.
And we would go and we would make signs to say, meet me in the restroom.
Yes.
And we would try to time it. We would try to time
we
it
would say,
and wait in the restroom for each other. And we would try so hard to time
meet me
it.
at the water fountain.
Yep.
I remember
We would always do that.
What,
Oh my
this
gosh, I
means
missed
water
that.
fountain?
water fountain
Water.
and restroom.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
Restroom. R.
I remember, that's sign language.
Yeah, I got you.
I remember when I was telling you that, I'm like, y'all don't even really see each other at school
Except
that
for in
much
the bathroom.
anyway. And then that's when y'all told me, you were like, no, like almost
always-
every day that y'all would make a plan to both go to the restroom or something
We tried
at the
so
same
many
time.
times. Sometimes you
So
wouldn't.
you could see
Thinking
each
back
other.
on that
And
right now-
that made me want to cry. It was the sweetest thing
Thinking
I
back
ever
on that
heard.
right now is so freaking adorable. That's oh, it's so sweet.
That was
Oh my
very
gosh,
sweet.
I've never.
We would try
realized
so
how
hard to
cute
time
that
it, but then they're like, nope, you gotta wait after her and
Yeah,
her and
that
her and
was-
her. And I was like, no.
So I'm curious, on the same vein as like being a twin, what do you think if any other twins are watching right now that train jiu-jitsu or even do a sport together? What is something that you think y'all share as twins that is like exclusive, like just twins experience on the mat that probably nobody else gets to really have? Good and bad. I think there's good and bad things.
Yeah,
that
there's a
happen.
lot.
I think that there's been a couple times, but like we will always sit next to each other, like when we're just like watching technique or bowing in.
Yeah, do you think that's
I think
all
I don't know if
siblings?
the siblings always do that because like if they're brother and sisters, like who cares? Like I don't
different,
always.
different,
But like
well,
twins
different,
are like
different in age. Yeah, the age thing changes things too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Because
like
the maturity level is different.
We have something to relate to, but sometimes we don't because like we like the exact opposite.
you know, we
things.
also fight
So-
like a lot, so that's like a bad thing.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
not
I
talk
do.
So
about
much
that. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, we all have sometimes some very conflicting personalities whenever it comes to training. But on the same token, stop. Y'all actually are very competitive with each other,
Yes,
and
so
so
competitive.
you get very good training when it comes
Yes,
to
I
you
do.
two fighting each other, right? So
Unless
still,
we're actually not.
you still haven't really quite answered the question. What is some? I mean, you kind of did lining up, right?
see.
Being sitting
I
next
don't
to.
know.
Is
What
there
if-
anything else that you feel like
Yeah.
other twins watching might?
That you'd be like, you get us.
Yeah.
You get it.
No matter
Something
what
only
we're
twins-
usually not talking to each other because she won't like be quiet or Like, I'm just trying to ignore her. Or we're laughing our butts off and can't stop.
We can't stop.
And we get in trouble because we can't stop laughing.
Yeah, that is true. I'd be getting on you.
Oh, you know what?
Stop talking.
Favoritism. Okay,
Oh
so
my
you try
gosh.
not favoritism, which is like reasonable.
Being
like,
the
'cause you're our
daughter of the
But
coach
it's, like,
is
too
so
much.
annoying.
It's
He's
too
like,
much.
I'm like, hey, here, right here, I have a question. And
Walks
then,
past.
and then my partner, she goes, hey, I have a question, Mr. West. And then you go, yes, what do you need? You just ignore me. I'm like, you know what?
Throwing you right into the bus.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, look.
No, it's not
You
I
just
know.
fine.
walk
No,
past
it's fine
me.
that they throw me under the bus. Like, here is, and I understand. I have a friend of mine who I work with whose dad was the project manager, right? And he talked about it all the time. I saw it firsthand how, it's almost, people think he gets special treatment, but it's actually worse being the son of who's the boss or, whatever, because they don't want anyone to perceive, favoritism on him. So, and it ends up happening unintentionally at the gym because I want to treat everybody equally. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm giving favoritism to the girls or Dax and that they are getting equal treatment. And everyone deserves a fair shake, if a kid is having problems and I need help, I want to go help them. And the other thing is the kid who's asking for help over here doesn't have full-time access to me. I look at it as, look, if you need, and I will answer their questions in the moment, but if another kid is right next to them struggling, especially with something that the girls are like way past and this person needs different type of help, I go help the kid here, and then it's their responsibility after class, or I will come up to them and say, hey, what was that question you had? Or maybe I missed it at the very end of class or whatever. It's a tough situation that they will not understand. They will not understand. Get eyelash.
But
You didn't let her make a wish.
That's
okay.
rude.
You just gypped her of a
Oh
wish.
my gosh.
I cannot believe you did that.
I was trying to keep
look,
the
you have an
conversation
eyelash
going.
Anyways.
I don't
Okay,
care.
so it's an interesting problem, but it is true, and I try to catch myself from doing it sometimes because I will. They also don't understand too. Whenever I'm in the middle, I'm like already helping someone, and they're like want me because they're my
Daddy,
daughter
come over
to just stop what I'm doing because she's my daughter.
But then you walk, you're like, okay, we need you. And then we wait a second. You're like, wait. And we're like waiting and we're going. And then you walk away and go help another group. And I'm like, no, we need you now. And then we're like, wait, it's just a train.
What did you do?
It's just a train.
This is a train.
It's a train. You go help that one. We're like, hey, you walk over there.
Okay,
and now
I'll
we're
be there
asking
in a
you
second.
again. And you're walking
I try
over.
to do better on it. I can only do so
No,
good.
but you're not. Like,
That's
you're
why
not
you
doing
never
better.
call on me to demonstrate. I'm always like, one time
Yes, that's the other thing too. As far as
After.
so I say, who wants to demonstrate? We demonstrate technique.
I would raise my
And
hand.
here's the thing: Lennox always raises her hand and always gets picked.
I'm like-
That is like the epitome of favoritism. I'm not
She does not
picking.
get picked.
She does get picked all the freaking time.
Not by you.
All the time. Yes, you do get picked
No,
by me
I don't.
all the time.
you
And so now I've reverted to picking other people, and I also like to do this thing where I ask everybody who wants to help, and then I pick on the ones who didn't raise their hand.
You do that.
And
That's
because
mean.
no, it's not mean. It's because the ones who don't raise their
Rise up
hand
to
weren't
the
paying
challenge.
attention.
It's
Except for
not
me. Except for
mean.
me.
I mean, it's mean like when a teacher would do that in school, and you always hated the teacher that would call on you, and you were intentionally not wanting.
Well, I
to
don't
be
do that all
called
the
on.
time. What I've changed to doing more often is I'll just say, okay, who's going to demonstrate? And I'll pick on anybody. I don't even have them raise their hand.
Yeah.
And I have different reasons for what I pick on or who I pick on in different scenarios. Everything is different, and it's not always the job of the student to understand why I picked on who I picked on, or why I went here and there.
It's the job of the student to learn.
Yes.
Do as they're told.
Yep. Maybe
Yeah.
I remember one time in
smack
school.
you with the measuring stick.
I remember one time in
my
school, I was like stretching and then Miss Dalton, she was like, Lennox, what was your answer? Like, and then she was like, oh wait, were you stretching or were you raising your hand? I was like, I'm stretching. And then a week or two later, I was stretching again, and then she asked a question, and then I was like, oh, I was stretching. She was like, I know you were. What's the answer? I was like, oh no,
Oh, no,
I
she
forgot. No.
That's funny.
I hate when people are like my teachers used to do it when people are like stretching and they're like, my teacher's like, are you stretching or are you raising your hand? I'm like, ooh, I do not want to be caught in that situation.
I
Let's
was
like put my arms down.
Okay, next question. One of our questions you already brought up with that. Okay, as girls doing the sport, right? What's it like when you're rolling with boys?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well,
What's that like?
Usually they're bigger than us.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's be more specific. First of all, when rolling with a boy, does it give you more confidence that if you were to have to fight somebody, or protect yourself is what I mean, in a normal scenario, if you were to have to face a boy your size, or maybe a little bit bigger, who has zero experience, right? Think about the boys who have experience who come in there, and you still beat them, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, it all depends on the person, how much experience they have, and how big they are. But does that give you? I mean, I think it should give you a lot of confidence. But
I don't think about
Or do you
that.
not even
That's
think
the
about it?
thing.
I honestly don't either.
yeah, you
I
haven't-
don't.
You just
Not at all.
you probably don't think about it right now. But when you
I'm
get
focused
to a
on
point,
beating this person.
do you sense a difference whenever you fight a girl that you beat versus a boy you beat? The boy gets upset because it's a girl beating a boy
All the time.
all the time.
Time.
Got a lot of people doing that. Just because, like, I'm so little and I can just squirm out of stuff.
I know.
Ben's always like,
Same
you're
with
so
Jimena.
squirmy. And sometimes I'll beat him because of that. And it's just,
It's-
with
well,
Jimena.
we've told
Jimena's
a
so
lot.
squirmy.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm about to get at. It's not that you're a girl or anything. It's
Yeah.
the size, and like you said with Jimena, she's good too, but she's smaller.
Yeah.
And like with Ben, size makes a difference. We already had this
does.
conversation in the podcast that it's actually a lot harder to hold down a person who's smaller, who's lighter, because they are able to create space.
Yeah.
Where places
Well-
and the bigger guys aren't used to covering.
some of them are not very happy when I roll with them just because I have either, like, around the same strength as them. So I'm also sometimes, like, just gonna move their arms and then they're, like, fighting as hard as they can. And I'm, like, fighting as hard as I can. But we're, like the same. And I, like, pin their arm down and I start getting them. They're, like, not happy. They're, like, I'm like,
Yeah, I like that face.
We're
How does
gonna
that face go again?
we're gonna,
I like that. Nice.
but it's just, sometimes they can. But it doesn't always have to be a boy. Lennox.
Yeah. I'll say, as a parent to you two, we cross train a lot with friends, right? And they get great training at our gym with Sarah. There's like, I feel like
Bailey, Sarah.
there are a select few gyms. They're not like everywhere, where every gym just has, a ton of training partners for the exact same size, the exact same size as them, but there's like 3 or 4 of them that are all the same size. There's 4 of y'all, between you, Sarah, and Bailey, and you two, and Sarah and Bailey, that are all the same size and give each other good reactions and allow y'all to work on stuff. But when we go cross train, we also have friends that are also good at your level.
Get so many
But
different
with
looks.
me, y'all talk so much with them, and you don't always go out there and give your 100%
Because you're not out there.
probably part of it.
That
But
is part of it.
and then the coaches there, they don't know you like I know you, so they don't know how to push you or what, and they think like your 70% is your 100%, and I'm like, it's not helping them on the mat or you by giving them half of what you have. So, yeah, that is, it's tough watching that, but this sport's not always meant to be just like grind. You're supposed to have fun, and that's part of the reason why we cross
It is
train.
important especially with kids too, because as parents, like, and it's not just jiu-jitsu for us, it's with gymnastics too. Like, we always have to be mindful when you have kids competing in any sport at a high level that burnout is a real risk, and you want them to maintain their love for the sport long enough to pursue it at the highest level. And if they burn out and they don't love it anymore, then it's over before they ever had a chance to meet their full potential. And so I always think that that's really important, is like striking that balance of, we take it seriously, we work hard, we're disciplined, but we still have fun, and we keep the passion without getting burned out.
It was kind of cool because it was weird because I was walking out today with Malia, and it was kind of awkward silence. And then we were kind of like turning a corner, and she goes something like, no matter what, we're still good friends, right?
That's
and I was
sweet.
like, oh my gosh.
That is sweet.
Yes, of course. I was like, my heart, I was like, of course. Like,
Shout
is
out
sweet.
Malia,
I didn't get to
because
talk
that is
to her
awesome.
very much after because I was kind of upset, but like,
Yeah.
we're still, no, I'm not going to stop talking to her.
I
I love
say that
Malia.
to me.
Yeah.
Well,
Those
that's because
are
that was her first fight. I mean,
You know,
yeah.
that is, it's for the context. We came back from Houston today. Both the girls fought IBJJF Open in Houston.
In the same bracket.
Same bracket. They did really, really well. And kind of just talking on that same vein of fighting your friends. It's tough because like you game plan for this person you want to beat, and in the moment you're fighting them, like you want to do nothing but beat them, right? But then you step on the mat, like y'all are still great friends, and that's one thing I literally told y'all. I mean, you have another really good friend, Marley, that we train with like often.
Literally train
did
together and then fight each other at
Well, they don't
tournaments
fight Marley
sometimes.
much. Yeah, they don't really
They
fight
have, though.
long ago. They haven't fought Marley in a while, but they do stay the night with Marley, and she stays the night with us. They're very good friends, and I would predict that as sweet as Malia is, if we lived closer, y'all would have a similar relationship.
Yeah.
So that it's like I was talking to a friend a little bit ago. Actually, it's like they're great friends, but for that 4 minutes, they're trying to beat each other. You know what I mean? But that is so sweet. That is such a you did not tell me that
so
she
sweet.
said
I
that,
know.
and I told y'all before the match, before we ever even fought Malia, I was like, of all of y'all's rivals, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, Marley obviously she's good friends with the whole family. But as far as all the other rivals, Malia is the sweetest and nicest and
Rival in the sense y'all meet each other
Right
often,
before-
and
Yes.
it's a tough fight every
Yeah.
time. She's a
that kind of
tough
fight right there
competitor,
is
you know?
is the kind of fight that will push y'all to your highest levels.
exactly
Yep. So
the best kind.
Yeah,
of
yesterday we also saw her, and she's like coming over and like giving us a hug, saying hi. I heard she said hi to you.
yeah, she
And
said hi to me
then,
too. Yeah.
Like, I
Their
mean,
whole family, they're
before
very
like
Yeah, they are.
30 minutes or like an hour
They have a
before
good gym
our
over
match.
there. I mean, Lucas, like
She
we've
said
been over there. We
Yeah,
cross
we
trained
did.
over there.
They're great.
They're good people. I mean, they really are. And
Yeah.
that's a whole nother podcast I was telling Bailey I want to talk about is gym culture. And from what I can tell, I've been there but once, but they have a good gym culture. So
Yeah, for sure.
and you can tell by the people they bring up. That's what matters, right?
And
Their heart.
like not just even about y'all, but just in general. And I've talked to you about this before. I think maybe it happens more with women and girls in the sport, but I don't know. I don't really know for sure. But I feel like it's not uncommon for us to have that relationship with people where we, get on the mat and in that moment, like you want to win, you're doing everything you can to win, but we're still like cheering each other on and being supportive of them from the sidelines and after the fact, And I have so many people like that. The first girl I fought this weekend in Houston, I'd never fought her before. She was so sweet.
She's like, "Are you petting your mama?" I was like, "Definitely."
Yeah. She was so sweet and supportive and kind, and we were both, uplifting each other. And I love those relationships where it's like we can smile at each other and say good luck before you walk out on the mat, and then we both try to kill each other for 5 minutes, and then you give each other a big hug and say good job, and you follow each other on Instagram and you stay besties. I love that, and I think it's important in the sport, especially for women, because we're constantly trying to get women and girls to be more involved in the sport. We want more women in the sport, and I think that's part of how you do it. Is it needs to be an uplifting and empowering culture, not one of like tearing each other down. Like there's enough in this world of women tearing each other down, and I think jiu-jitsu is a really cool place for us to lift each other up and cheer each other on, even in a competitive environment.
It's kind of cool. Like, I think it's funny too, because like you go up to them and you like smash them, or they'll smash you, and then you like after you're like, "I love your nails," or "I love your hair," and I'm like, "Oh,
I love the compliment.
you don't even
people.
know them."
I
Like,
know. I love those people. They're
just gonna be
like,
like-
I love your hair so much. That's
and then
so
you get on the
cool."
podium and you like,
Thank you.
or like,
Well, I mean, I think that
about
not
them.
everybody's
oh,
that
okay.
gracious.
She talks to most people like that.
Well, there's also been some girls that she's fought that were kind of dirty and that they're not going to be friends after they fight.
is true.
And
That's true.
I mean, I've had people that I've fought, not many at all, but one or two that I don't agree with the lack of integrity. And,
Yeah.
you know, that comes back to how you're raised, where you were raised, what your gym's like, what your whatever, you know. And so that's the only time I would ever not be interested in talking to one of my opponents, you know, after a fight. But I've had people that I fought, like remember Belil from
Yeah.
Belgium
Who's
in
that?
Europe. He was a guy from Belgium that I fought
you
in
talked-
Europe.
Yeah, you told
Who
me
was
about him.
super nice dude.
Yeah, you
We
told me.
talked afterwards.
Yeah.
That's the kind of cool stuff that I like, and that's how it should be. Like you said, you know, you fight someone and they have good integrity and they're not like
Yeah.
like a negative energy. You know what I mean?
And
So-
I think it's the people like that who are so kind and encouraging and uplifting, and like we're all just cheering each other on and doing the best that we can and trying to reach our goals, that make the bad experiences that much worse. Because when I do have an experience with like a super catty girl or whatever after we compete, I'm like, there's no room for that in this sport. Like, that's not what this is supposed to be about. And it just stands out that much worse as a bad experience because there are so many like good-hearted, kind people
Yeah.
out there in the sport, you know?
Yeah.
But anyways, okay. What is something, well, I guess we can start with you, Maddox. What is something that you have struggled with in jiu-jitsu, and how do you overcome it?
Am I gonna have the same question?
Or how have you dealt with it?
yeah, no, think about it.
I'm,
can think about it.
I'm just gonna think about that.
I don't know. You should probably go to Lennox. I have to think.
Okay.
Okay. Something I struggle
I hope
with.
you had enough time to think about it.
Yeah, 5 seconds is enough.
Yeah.
Something I struggle on.
It doesn't have to be like a technique or anything. It's
Yeah.
just something in general, you know?
Ooh, I know. For you.
I do
Girl, you
too.
don't get to pick.
You
for
don't
her.
get to pick what she struggles with.
I know what I struggle with.
What?
And I bet Maddox has the same answer.
Probably.
I would say, like, I'm putting myself out here.
Yeah, be vulnerable.
Yeah. I would say emotions and
Stop.
sometimes I can get a bit out of control. Well, I say a bit. I get way out of control. And then I like tone it down sometimes and I'm like, why on
Yeah.
earth did I do that? Like I'm so annoyed with what actions I made. Like sometimes I'm like, I hate this so much, or blah 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 blah, or like shut up, I don't care right now.
Yeah.
And then I look back on what I did like 5 minutes later, I'm like, Maddox, or like Dax, mommy, daddy, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. And like a lot of times, like even whenever, like this isn't even emotional wise, but like whenever I lose a match by just a little mistake, I'm like I really wish I could just go back in time and fix that, you know? Like little detail,
Yeah, I
I
think-
would have won that whole match.
I think everybody watching this feels the exact same way you feel on that.
We've all
on
been
that
Oh,
right
can I
there.
say the thing I was saying in the truck?
I don't know what you're talking about. Say it.
About the
Oh,
details?
yes, that was great.
Yeah.
Remember?
I really want to
didn't
say
know
I
that.
forgot. Yeah, you tell us. I don't even think I heard the whole thing. I heard the second half, and I was like,
So-
all right.
He was talking about little detail in one of my last matches with Malia, right? In the truck, we were talking about the little detail of mistake that I made. And then it came to my head, I was like, wait, that reminds me of school. My teacher, Miss Jessie, she said the tiniest little mistakes can mess up the whole question. If
The
you
equation, you mean?
It's a math problem, right?
Yeah.
She's your math teacher.
Yeah, if you subtract or add or even get one number below what you're supposed to do, like multiply, divide, add, subtract, any of those, it'll mess up your whole answer and you won't know.
Yeah.
So in order to do what you're trying to do and achieve that goal and getting the answer is by using all your little details and like looking at them very closely, and then that's where you get your answer. That's where you get
Correct answer,
your
right?
goal. Yeah.
And what I was saying at the high the close matches, the high level close matches, like what you have with Malia, right? That's whenever fine details make a big difference. You can teach a technique or a skill or whatever generally, and it will do you generally well. But when you want to win, where the margins are extremely fine and short, then you have to focus on those small details. And it's the same thing. Like you can apply. Right now, you're working on small equations at school, right? But as you get, older, you'll work on way bigger equations that are way longer, right? And just like you said, one little small detail is wrong, it throws off the entire ginormous equation. And it's the exact same thing in a lot of sports.
And for the equation that I'm specifically talking about is whenever I was in the tournament fighting Malia, I should have stayed down, got my arm out, and then stand up. That little detail, that little mistake, keeping my arm in her armpit, messed up the whole thing. She tossed her leg over, arm bar. That messed up the whole plan.
Yep.
So I gotta focus on the little details, fix it, and then get to my goal.
Yep.
So
That's good. Very
that's
wise,
what came to my
baby.
head.
That's good insight.
Okay, I thought about it. I still have not overcome that. I probably won't. I
Your
struggle.
pointed toes.
I was actually gonna say that. I'm not gonna lie.
So side note before she starts, Maddox has a bad habit. It's so funny.
No, you're gonna ruin it.
Are you gonna say
Don't
it?
talk.
Are you gonna say
Yes,
it?
I'm gonna
Okay.
say
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna
stuff.
say
My
Stuff.
stuff. Listen.
I struggle a lot with like keeping my legs straight, or my flexibility is too much to where like I'm doing it wrong, and I'm like, that feels so uncomfortable because I'm doing it right. But it's like the flexibility in my legs or like my
so
arms,
used
and
to
I'm like,
it.
I like it, and he's like, no.
Fix it. Stop being flexible.
But I also straighten my legs and point my toes, like instead of having flex feet.
Yeah, like she'll be like in a triangle, like holding a triangle
With pointed toes.
with her toes pointed like this.
I'm
I mean, even a second ago, she was
Gymnast
sitting right
problems.
here. She was just sitting normally like I am, but her toe was just, she was just pointing her toe as far
You
as
know
she could.
what? She's worked really hard to remember to point those toes. Level
Except-
3, 4.
oh my gosh.
She
And
can
then
keep
look,
those
as
toes
far as
pointed
the
for nothing.
flexibility, she's so flexible that it helps her in some instances. It makes her guard really hard to pass. But then in some instances, and I can't remember the exact like techniques or
I remember
areas.
the last time you said it.
What?
I was doing a crazy dog, and I had the
Oh,
grips,
okay.
and I was putting my legs up and like putting my butt in the air, and he's like, your legs are too close up, and I'm like, no, they're not. That feels so good, and he's like, that's not good.
Yeah.
And so I spread them out,
Like,
and I'm like, ah,
what a
that's so
normal person
good.
would feel uncomfortable doing, like, and they would just naturally be like, obviously my feet are too close because that feels just, it doesn't even feel right.
Yeah.
She can touch her nose down to her stomach almost, like how flexible she is, to her
and
knees.
like her whole leg went almost
Right.
past her
So
head.
that feels comfortable to her, but it's
Yeah.
actually wrong, right? It's like she's not pinning the partner correctly, right?
You know,
Oh,
I
well,
remember
efficiently.
my old coach Marcus. One time he's like, why can't we just trade? Like, I point my toes too much at gymnastics or jiu-jitsu. Why don't we just trade? And I don't point my toes enough at gymnastics. She's just like, say like, I'll have flex feet, but I gotta have pointed toes.
At gymnastics.
Practice.
Yeah. If you could just get it straight, which one you need in which place.
hard.
then
It's
you'd be
hard.
good. Okay. We have one more question, and then we're going to play a couple games.
Ooh,
Okay.
fun game. Okay.
Well, kind of a game. I don't know if it's a game, but anyway.
I'm excited.
Okay. You've already told us what it's like having your parents as coaches.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
That's not true. I
love it.
love it because,
But
like,
it's
sometimes I did this before, like when we were game planning. But sometimes I just like, can I roll with you? And it turns into like an hour private. But like,
Yeah.
it's nice to like, I always hate drilling upstairs, but it does pay off.
Yeah.
So like, I know I'm not always grateful of it, but I'm so thankful that you get to, both of you get to be here. I have the same size, almost same weight, big back. Pointed me out like what? Excuse me.
It's like 3 or 4 pounds. my God.
Exactly.
Big back. That was 69.9 to 0.8
Today you were
No, you're
73.
with your gi on.
73 today.
Yeah.
With your gi on, you were 73. But yeah, without your gi, you were like 60.
Oh yeah, that wasn't.
No
fun.
way.
Well, anyways.
69.
I was like
70.
60. No, I wasn't. Okay.
Anyways, moving on.
But yeah, I love it so much because I don't always like it. But it is fun to know, like, I can always do fun stuff. I love, because last time Lennox got promoted, it was by you. That was really
Yeah, that was
so-
a special
I really
thing for
hope
sure. It was so
that
cool,
can happen
Tracy.
to me.
He had his
Because
little
it's just
glasses on.
cool that
If you
I
can
can
make it a
see.
gray black, I mean.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, keep going.
All being sentimental.
But like I can look forward and see when you open your gym, you're gonna be the one promoting me, or mommy even one day. That would be so cool if mommy was
Oh
promoting
my
me.
gosh, that
Or
would
you
be.
guys 2 black belts being on the mat, and my parents are just promoting me. That'd be so cool.
You know, I just
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
about.
Aw.
You know how whenever you promoted me,
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to do. You wanted it to be straight from your eyes, what you were seeing,
Mm-hmm.
and you put your meta glasses on, and you promoted me with the camera on.
Lennox's
So now
jaw
I'm
dropped.
thinking like, anytime we line back up, and Daddy has his meta glasses on,
What's
or
up?
Mommy has his meta glasses on, she's getting promoted.
So maybe I'll start
Maybe.
doing it and
Maybe
start
not.
tricking y'all.
Or maybe not.
That's very
Well,
sweet.
that is very, very sweet, and I think that you won't truly understand how good y'all have it until
never
you
will.
get a lot older. No, you will. Eventually, I think you will. When you have kids, probably, and you see like how unique it is. There's just nobody. It's very rare to see kids who are doing something at a high level who also have parents that are pursuing something in somewhat of a high level. At least for our age division, it's
Yeah,
high
'cause we
level.
No, you are high level.
You know, and getting to coach and be there, you know, it's
It's a cool bonding thing that we have.
So-
But my question, the question I was actually getting to is, what is it like watching your parents compete?
I love it. I get nervous for them.
I love it.
Really?
And
know.
yesterday, when you just got crushed the whole time,
Yeah.
That was
Thanks,
so
Maddox.
it was a terrible match. That girl, oh my gosh.
It was a terrible
I
match. Not
was
because
Yeah.
I got crushed the whole
so,
time, but
so
because it was
mad.
bad.
this girl
So
just
mad.
like leaned forward on Bailey in Bailey's closed guard for 2.5 minutes, and she was doing the open division. This girl was super heavy,
Yep.
literally, and Bailey was trying to work, you know, and Bailey looked at the ref at one point after
I got my first penalty
2.5
for
minutes
getting
of-
snarky with the ref.
this girl just like literally not doing anything to get out.
No, she wasn't trying to submit me. She
Yeah.
just wasn't moving. She wasn't even pretending. You know, sometimes you're like, well, I'm stalling, but like I don't want it to look like I'm stalling, so I'm doing like she wasn't even pretending
Yeah,
to
and
do
then Bailey
anything.
looked at the ref and went, stalling?
Stalling?
And they gave Bailey a penalty for
I
that.
got a penalty. I'm really proud of that penalty. It was ridiculous because I got extra mad because I even in my mind I'm thinking she's about to get a penalty for stalling, and then that's gonna like make her move, and we won't be stalled out because I just literally couldn't move at all. And like I look up at the ref like, okay, when's the penalty? She's not even looking. She's like looking at other mats, not paying attention. I'm like, what is happening in this match?
And you almost swept her
Anyways.
in the beginning of the fight.
I
too.
did.
Really cool.
Anyways, Maddox was
Yeah.
saying, or
I get nervous for Daddy, especially I remember the one time like Lennox and Dax are playing on Roblox over there, and it's Daddy's first purple belt tournament, and he's going against like maybe someone that's going brown soon, and I was like, oh my gosh, please, and he got gold, and I was so happy.
Yeah, he was.
I like watching them because I get so happy for them,
love
and I also get so nervous.
Yeah.
And I get really
I get
mad
upset,
when it's
I
so
get mad.
annoying, terrible calls.
I have mixed emotions when I'm watching y'all. I'm like, come on, and I have butterflies in my stomach. I'm shaking. I'm like, come on, and then somehow like by advantage or a dumb ref decision, they're like, the other person wins. They raise their hand. I'm like, and then I'm like, I'm like, oh, come on. Like, I feel, how do I say this? I feel the emotion that I would feel whenever I lose, when y'all don't win.
Yeah, it's called empathy.
Empathy.
it is.
Yeah.
I
called
guarantee
empathy.
Yeah.
you
It's
would.
literally
I
the
guarantee you
definition.
feel the same way.
Yeah.
It's when you put yourself in the place and you can literally like
Relate
feel
to
what
that.
they're
Good to have that.
feeling.
Do you
It's
feel
good
that
to
when,
have that.
when
It's
we
good to have
lose,
empathy in
or
people.
like today? Did
Just
you
like
feel that?
Jesus. Huh?
Did you feel that when we lost today?
Oh
Or
my
won?
goodness, yes. I barely breathed during your match, Maddox.
She barely
But
breathed.
you know
I
what?
barely breathed
But
too,
you know
by
what?
the way.
Like empathy, yes, but I knew both of y'all were gonna be upset. But honestly, as soon as y'all's matches ended today, like the ones that you lost, I was just proud. I was immediately like, I know they're probably upset, and I don't want them to be upset because y'all did so well today.
And you
like,
also
I was
haven't
so proud of
competed
you
in
guys.
months. Like,
And I was proud of you because you, Lennox, you know, you said you struggle with your emotions, and sometimes you get really upset if you don't do well and it blows up, and you even, your arm was hurt at the end of yours, and so you were like crying, but I watched you get up there and fix your belt and wipe your tears and hug your opponent who was your friend, and I could see that you were like, I'm gonna hold it together.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
was
like,
clapping
you
for her,
didn't,
too.
yes, you didn't let your emotions get the best of you, and I was just very proud of you guys, and I was so hopeful
I was
that
proud of myself.
while I knew
honestly.
you would be sad, I was like, I really hope they're not sad. I hope that y'all can see what you did do and be proud of what you did.
I was proud, but at the same time, I was like, I couldn't think about it because my arm was just like, I could barely flex it.
It was.
And whenever I went to go to the medic, I got an ice pack that was
It was
from
huge.
here to here in this
As big as your
long.
face.
You kept it for like 3 minutes.
It was actually like if I would do this, it would be the same, like the same length and height. I was like, dang, this is really big. And then I would be holding it, trying to like hide some of the pieces of the ice, because people would be like, dang, she's exaggerating a lot. I would look very stupid, and I was like, nothing to see here.
Okay,
okay.
we're gonna play a game that we here at Wesley Weighs In like to call points, penalty, or DQ. Okay, so we're gonna say something that may happen or that somebody might do, and you tell us if it's something that deserves points, meaning it's okay, or it's
Or
even
it's
a good
good,
thing,
yeah.
right? Penalty, meaning like, not the best, or DQ, meaning
Never do that.
never do
Never.
it. Never
Never,
okay.
ever.
No.
Okay?
Okay.
Your first one. Points, penalty, or DQ. You don't get to look. Farting on someone during a match. We're starting off strong.
DQ. That should never happen.
Has
Hold
it ever
in
happened?
or do it before the match starts. That is absolutely disgusting. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's
Have
better
you done
than
it?
DQ.
No, but another boy has done it.
Don't say
Don't say
names.
the name.
Don't say names. It's okay.
Yeah, DQ.
Have you done it?
That's-
No, but other people have done it to
Other
me.
people.
I don't believe that y'all haven't done it, but
Yeah,
okay.
neither.
Okay, next
I've
one.
never done it.
Points,
No, I
penalty. Oh wait, for DQ you have to go like this.
Yeah,
DQ.
that's a
DQ.
There you go. Okay.
What about
Hey,
Points,
points?
people
penalty.
be.
What about
Hey,
what
in the
is
adult
point
class
penalty?
though, some of those guys,
People
their
be
bellies are
farting.
big, and someone just barely touches their belly, and it just, man, it's
It just pushes it out.
it's
you
rough
know?
out there. Not, I mean, not for me, but some
I
of those
love
guys got some big old
The
bellies.
fart noises
Yeah.
that are happening. Okay, next. Points, penalty, or DQ. Talking or laughing during rolls.
Doing just at class.
Yeah,
or-
in training.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
It
people
depends.
normally laugh during tournaments.
I'm gonna give
Not
it
in
a.
tournaments, but
I'm gonna give it a.
Molly.
I'm gonna give it
That's
a
okay.
penalty.
Penalty.
I'm
I
gonna say
wasn't
it's-
really asking you, but
Oh, okay. I thought we were doing
Can
this
we do that
together.
like
We're not doing it.
tournament
We're not a part of
wise?
this.
I don't know.
Are
I
we
guess
doing
we can
tournament
do-
wise?
No, during rolls, during training.
I think it should be a penalty.
Penalty.
Well, I mean,
My
it could
kid.
be in the middle, like kind of. There can be fun times where you need to like do that, but then other times where you need to be serious and you're like, stop.
You gotta like
Like that's a penalty.
know
Stop.
the
Stop.
time.
Yeah.
Know when it's appropriate.
Know when it's time to be serious. And
I
when it's
love
time
to have
laugh.
sing-alongs with people during rolls. If Paramore comes on the playlist, you better believe I'm gonna be singing some Misery Business
Okay, so
during a roll.
I'm saying penalty because it's situational. If we're
Yeah.
having a fun open mat, rolling, whatever, yeah, that's fun, you know. But if I'm having a competitive role in a competition class, be quiet and do the competition class, or don't be part of the competition class.
That's fair.
So, because that's what everybody else is there for. Like, you're actually wasting everybody else's time if you're over here singing along while they're trying to be serious. So, yeah.
Okay.
There you
Mommy
go.
doesn't think so. I don't think she thinks so.
You know,
I did think it was funny when we went to cross train with Dylan over at Six Blades, and he was like, "What did he say? I'm going to talk your ear off," or something like that.
Well, because I made a joke
funny.
with him way back when
Yeah.
we first started the podcast, and you gave me a hard time about hot takes or something about me talking during rolls, and got on to me about it. And I said, I think it should be okay, you know, sometimes to have conversations during rolls. And he commented and sided with you and was like, nah, you shouldn't be talking during rolls. And I told him, just for that, the next time we roll together, you're going to hear my whole life story. And he was like, I can't. And it's been like a running joke.
It was funny whenever we went to
When we went to train, because believe it or not, that was the first time I've ever rolled with him. We've never had a chance to roll, but
He's been dodging you. You've been dodging Bailey.
We've kept a running joke about it because a couple times he's been like, I still need to hear your life story. I'm like, I know.
Dylan,
So,
good people.
yep, he's good people. Okay, points, penalty, or DQ. Wearing your medal out to dinner after a tournament.
Mother.
What?
You did it.
You're saying that
You left it in your purse
Guys,
for like a month.
listen. What, y'all act like it's a bad thing.
we're not saying
asking.
things that are bad things.
Do you think this
know.
is
Do
good?
Do you think
bad?
that's okay?
I feel like
That's okay. I mean,
I think it's
kind
a
of
penalty.
Show off.
Really?
Well,
It's kind
Let
of a
her have her
show off.
opinion.
I think, like, well, you're gonna get a.
I mean, my opinion.
I like.
both
Yeah,
have
you can
different
do it,
opinions.
but keeping it in your purse for like a month is a little over the top. Or wearing it to a nice. Well, if you're gonna just like go to a fast food restaurant, I don't really care. Especially like after, like me and Lennox do it sometimes. Just
I did it today.
bring it, I guess.
A few. I think these last few
I didn't
that I was
bring
going
it
to
'cause-
ask your daddy and I have, we've asked these questions to each
I guess
other already.
a point. I'm not gonna. Yeah, a point.
And we were
Yeah.
both like, you do you, man. You earn that medal. You
Yeah.
wear that medal out, you know?
I
But
don't
y'all
want
have
that
your
at all.
own opinions. You don't have to.
You don't
have
have to
the
have
same
our
opinions
opinions.
we
Well,
have.
I don't have the same
Like-
opinion as her.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I-
saying I'm not saying as her. I'm saying
Say a
you don't
point.
have to agree with what we agree with or what we say.
Or with each other.
Well,
You're
my
your own person.
Yeah.
my thought on it was you worked hard for this thing. It's not showing off. It's just saying,
Yeah.
look, now if you
Unless you bring it to a really nice dinner.
no, that's not. I don't believe that either. I think that if you now take it for the next 3 months and you're touting this one little medal that you got, now you're doing it for the wrong reasons. But if you have
I
Like,
don't do
look,
that.
You
done
brought
that.
it
What are you
for
talking
in your
about?
purse. You literally kept it in your purse.
Well, sometimes
for,
I
like,
put stuff in my purse and I just leave it there. I don't
yeah,
think
but she's
about
not
it.
boasting about.
I'm
this
not like,
medal.
hey guys, look at my medal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You know,
what I
it's
do for
just in
school.
there.
Like, I have to get something to show to mommy and daddy, like a permission slip, and then I always forget to take it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That's
I
just
realize
like-
it's in there and it's not at a good time for me to take it out. Like right now, I have 2 medals in there right now because I brought them in my purse so I could take a picture with you guys after y'all competed today with all of our medals. But who knows how long those are going to sit in there before I open my purse at home and remember to take them out. Normally, I just grab my purse, I walk out the door, and then I'm at the grocery store and I open it and I see medals in there. Well, I can't take them out now. I'm at the grocery store. You know, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all, what did y'all say? Points,
said
penalty,
point,
DQ.
point.
Points?
Points.
Points. Okay.
Okay.
I agree. Okay,
Wait,
points.
what signs are we doing for points, penalty, and then this?
We
is-
should go
I don't
points,
have
penalty,
anything for points or
We can
penalty.
do
It's only
penalty like this.
DQ because
Wait.
this is,
penalty.
mini
points.
DQ.
guys,
Yeah.
this is our game.
Yeah,
you
we
don't get
take
to
our-
to our game.
It's not even her game. It's not
You
even
are
our game. It's my game.
guests on the Wesley Days In podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Take it easy. Okay.
All right, moving on.
Okay, points, penalty, or DQ. Parents coaching over an athlete's actual coach during a tournament.
Over.
Yeah, like when your coach is
DQ.
coaching you, but a parent is like coaching loudly or something different.
That's
or
happened
whatever.
Yeah.
before.
Points.
At our
I mean,
team.
not like points in the tournament, like getting points, but like
No, we know.
that's fine.
You think that's fine? Okay.
That's a DQ for me.
I mean, like the reason is because like even if daddy wasn't a coach, but he knew some about jiu-jitsu or judo, for example, I was doing a judo tournament and Uncle Bubba was the coach and you weren't, you would still be like, stop putting your hips out, look for a hip flow, off balance, blah blah blah. And I don't think it's just, I don't want to say fair, but like I don't think it has to be just focusing on that one coach. It can be many other people that know how to do it too.
Well, I think that
Making
too,
up.
but like at the same time, don't talk over the coach. She's probably gonna know better than you if you haven't been coached by any other person. someone's yelling at. So
Have you ever heard of a dad, not naming any names, where they're screaming at the top of their lungs over Miss Tracy or me whenever they don't know what they're talking about?
Yes, I do.
And they don't know what they're talking about.
I know.
Yeah,
Let me ask you this
appreciate
too.
that.
What do you think is easier for you? 2 people screaming 2 different things, or one person who's your coach that you're familiar with their voice coaching you? What's easier as you being the athlete out there? You have 2 people telling you 2 different things.
The person that knows more stuff, like, other than the person that doesn't know anything, I'm only saying points. Now I'm saying points sometimes because it depends on how much that other person knows what you're doing.
You think it's
Well-
I
sometimes
can
okay?
relate to a person that doesn't know what they're talking. A parent that doesn't know what they're talking about. Just be honest.
Sorry.
Yeah, like
I know exactly who I'm thinking.
Like, for example, like, I'm not even just talking about you and mommy. Like, just somebody from our gym that is, let's say, a blue or purple, maybe very close to a brown. And Miss Tracy, since she's a black belt, she's coaching. And then, but they're helping give us advice. The close to brown, close
Do you
to
think
purple,
that?
that's fine.
Do you think that confuses the person who's on the mat?
I like how you said they're allowed to have their own opinions, but you
I'm
really
just
seem to be
asking.
Yeah, you
trying to
keep,
sway
like,
her
trying
to
to-
your
Okay, we'll move on
opinion.
then. Then I'll just
Okay.
tell it mine. I say DQ. I just think her perspective will change as she coaches people. But
Well, you have all of y'all have very different perspectives because you have a perspective as the coach who that happens to, and that frustrates you sometimes. She also has the benefit of having parents who coach too. And so,
That's
you
a
know,
benefit because I get more than one
you
people
might have
that coach me.
So for
it'll
her,
give
she's
me
like,
options.
I think that's helpful and I think it's okay. And Maddox is like, I don't think it's. I mean, everybody's allowed to
From
have
a
their own
coach
opinion.
perspective,
I'm not
that's
what?
probably a penalty for a coach perspective.
Yeah, I would say
But
for
for
me,
you, it doesn't harm you personally.
Yeah, it's
You're
actually
like,
a benefit.
I can hear all of.
It's an advantage.
already
I
noisy,
say for me
so-
it's a penalty because I think most people, or not penalty, DQ. 'Cause I think most athletes have a connection with the coach coaching them, and even if there's a couple coaches they have a good connection with, one of them, I don't know. It's like I see what you're saying because me and Tracy can be coaching your super fight and both say things that are
That helpful.
that we are like on the same. We're
You're
seeing
on the same wavelength.
we're
you
seeing
know?
eye to eye on what we're
You're
saying,
vibing.
Yeah.
and both of what we're saying is like
Vibe bit.
how do I put it? Complimenting the other person's
Yeah.
thing they're saying. But kind of what I'm thinking of it in the context of a coach who's coaching, the other person coaching is just their parent and has never been on the mat before. That's what I'm talking about mostly. So, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Question number
Okay, this is the last one we're doing.
4.
Points.
4 or 5.
Penalty or DQ.
Q.
Going easier on someone because they're your friend.
At a tournament.
Both rolling and at a tournament.
penalty.
Well, depends what they're going for, and if they're smaller. Like
yes.
And what's the
depends
definition
on
of going
size.
easy here? Like,
letting
they're
them
your
flow
friend?
through stuff, I guess,
Like,
or
I
like
mean-
kind of rolling through it. But it depends what size they are, what belt they are, and
I mean,
just
I
like
wouldn't-
what their level is.
I
So
would
in training,
say-
it depends. It's
It just
not-
depends. So I would say. So I would be in the middle of penalty.
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Points would be if it's a normal. It doesn't have to be a great thing, but
I would say penalty.
Mhm.
Doesn't have to be a full DQ because I mean, like, I'm also gonna put myself out again. I do that with Marley. I go like, I don't bring my all because she's my friend, and I don't want like something to happen between us.
That's so interesting because that's exactly what I was
Yeah.
talking about a second ago, where I say you go to friends' gyms and you don't
you
Yeah,
don't
that's what
give
I'm
it
talking
your all.
about. Yeah.
try your hardest
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's
that
it's,
what
not
I'm
good
talking
for, it's
about.
not good for either of you.
It drives me crazy too.
Hey, look
after
at
I
us.
walk
We're
off
still
the mat.
great.
Yeah.
Wow, big head.
I'm just
You're still
joking.
great.
I'm
golly.
so joking. Oh my goodness.
I say it's a penalty. I'm thinking
still
from a
good.
perspective of it's very has to do with context. So I mean, you just said friend.
I don't think
just
it
go
should be
easy on them because they're my
easy.
friend.
I don't think it
Are,
should be easy.
are our levels completely
For
different?
me, mine is instinct.
Are they the exact same? You know, it's all like very depends on the context. So if I have a friend who's like never trained before in his life, I'm obviously gonna go
Well,
easy
yeah,
on him.
exactly.
He's my friend. He has no experience. If I have a friend who trains hard like I do, I'm like not gonna rip any submissions like I never would. I never would. But I'm going to, for the benefit of him and myself, going to push him hard. I'm not not going hard with my friend doesn't help either of us, especially if he's like-minded. Like Uncle Bubba, for instance, he is training just like I am, preparing for big tournaments. It doesn't help him or I in any way whatsoever if I which I can't go easy on Uncle Bubba. Like we're fighting both very hard to get whatever we can get, you know. So
I feel the same way sometimes. I say points.
yeah, say points.
I say points and DQ in the middle.
That would be
Penalty.
penalty.
Oh, not DQ.
Points and DQ
Sorry.
in the middle.
No, that's not what I meant. But okay.
Okay.
I meant
So, like,
in
penalty.
the
Penalty and
That's
penalty
not
and
okay.
points in between them.
Wow.
Okay,
Points.
very undecisive
Penalty.
people over
Yeah,
here.
no kidding. Okay. That concludes this segment of points, penalty, or DQ. Okay. This is the last little game we're going to play. It's a twin
telepathy.
Telepathy.
It's a
Yay.
twin telepathy
I'm so
test.
excited for this.
So this is what we're going to do. You're going to close your eyes, both of you girls. And I'm going to ask you a question.
Lennox, not yet.
And you're going to point at who you think this applies to. So it's either yourself or your sibling, and then you'll open your eyes and we'll see who
Are
you're
we
pointing at.
trying to
I already
do
know I'm
the
gonna
same
put it here again.
opinions?
Let's-
Are we trying to do
Are
the
you sure?
same thing?
No, you
That's
tell
what I'm
me
saying.
That's
We
why
need to do a
you
test
think
run.
what you
Close your
Telepathy.
eyes. We'll do a test run. Close
just
your eyes.
what you
Okay,
think,
okay.
and let's see if
why
you're
is it called
both
twin telepathy?
on the same wavelength or not. If you both agree, okay?
Turn your
So,
head. There you go.
who is the pickiest eater? Okay, open. You're both pointing at me. Okay.
It's so true.
See?
It's so true though.
That's it.
I'm
Okay?
a little bit. I'm
I mean,
not
you're
trying
not
new
that
stuff. I'm
picky.
not
Oh
that
my
picky.
gosh. Okay, not everyone has to be a full discussion either.
But
okay?
Lennox
we-
is like
that's
less
fine.
picky.
We had a
Lennox
little
is
I'm
discussion.
way less
Okay.
picky.
Dax
I try
is the
something,
picky
I'm
one of the
picky.
family.
Yes,
Like
he is.
insanely picky.
That's why I chose that one as a test. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay, you ready?
I'm
Okay.
just trying to move
Eyes
on.
closed. Well, I'm trying not to have like a 4-hour long episode. Okay. Eyes closed. Who is more competitive? Okay,
Oh,
open.
that was a good thing.
It's Lennox. I would have to
Only
agree.
because of her emotions sometimes.
Yeah.
They can
I'm
get over
always
a little bit
competitive.
and then like
Even
she's
without
just
the
like,
emotions. Even without the emotions, I'm very
yeah,
competitive.
that's true. Or sometimes you can laugh it off.
Yeah.
We both do
Yeah.
that. I mean, I can be super competitive.
Lennox since the day Lennox started jiu-jitsu, at the end of the kids, like the younger kids classes, there's always like some type of like game. Like one would be frogs, and you're like,
Oh
who
my
can do
gosh.
frogs the longest?
Oh my god.
And that was when that's when I
So
discovered that Lennox truly she wants to win
I
everything.
want to win.
Yeah. So
Remember that?
I was like, who cares? You
that
didn't
game
even
where I
win
was like-
anything. There was
Yeah.
no
it was like
reward.
a game. It was a challenge at jiu-jitsu where we had to do this, and I
Like an
started
ad thing.
before she said to start,
yeah.
and then I was still the last one
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of how much I
It's
wanted
good. It's a
to
good trait to have.
Okay,
Alright, next.
Sometimes.
Next, eyes closed. Who is more protective of the other? Open. Okay, you're both pointing at each other.
Lennox, I literally stood up for her at six
I don't
flags.
remember that, bro.
We
Wait,
were
hold on,
we
wait,
were
wait,
like
wait.
4 years old.
I always help you when you're over on your emotions. Don't.
That's
That's
true. But
And you
I
help her
also-
with her homework, so
Yeah,
that's not really about
sorry,
being
that was a
protective,
bit
though.
loud.
Yeah, mommy.
Okay, eyes closed.
That was
You ready?
helpful.
Who listens better to the coach?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
obvious.
eyes open.
That's obvious.
Lennox doesn't listen.
Ooh,
Yeah.
funny.
Okay, eyes
Don't
closed.
listen.
Close.
Who is most likely to forget their belt at home? Open.
I've only forgotten it once. You forgot it like 3 times.
No, I
You
haven't.
forgot your whole jujitsu bag at the gym like 2 nights in a row.
Oh, goodness. Okay, eyes closed. Who takes longer to get ready? Open.
No.
You're both
Sometimes.
She was pointing at you for a second,
Well,
and then she changed
sometimes,
her
but
mind.
not usually.
It's
If she does
sometimes.
hair and makeup, I don't care about
I
that.
do hair and makeup in the morning. So
Okay.
We should have done one with questions about us. They pointed
You
at
should.
us.
No, can we
I
do
know.
that too?
Maybe we're not going to do that
Why?
now. But I know. I thought about that.
Can
but
we?
There's only so much time in a day, you know. Okay, eyes closed. Who gets in more trouble at practice? So open. We all agree it's Lennox. Okay.
don't put me out over here. I'm gonna
Too late.
Eyes closed. Who
you're literally pointing.
is more aggressive in a roll? Eyes open.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay, I got one. I got one.
Are
Have
any
a
of these
list.
good?
I'm gonna say one.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Who gets better grades?
Eyes
Actually,
open.
wait. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I can have good grades if I'm not behind.
If you actually do your work and don't have zeros.
Mom,
Yeah,
Yes.
imagine that.
Okay.
I have a 100 in social studies.
Sometimes.
That is great.
Okay,
I'm
there's
so proud
been
of you.
some times where you're low grades, but still.
I have like
a 40 in
next.
math.
Okay.
C's and A's.
Okay. Eyes closed.
I'm closing.
Who gets more nervous before a match? Eyes open.
My heart was
You both.
my
think-
heart was beating so
Malia, but I was
fast
gonna
when
go
Maddox
with Malia. I was
said-
like, boop, 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 boop. I was literally getting sick to my stomach when I was in the
Oh
restroom.
my
I was
gosh, stop.
Aw.
No, you were not.
I was nervous. Yes,
I
I
told
was.
you
I
all
was
the
like,
time. You do not have anything to be nervous about.
shaking.
I know, but
So
she
over
still
the
does.
top. I know.
Okay. Eyes closed. Who talks more in class?
Mm.
Eyes open. Lennox.
What are all these mean?
I don't know.
Did y'all know and then just like on purposely like
No, they're
try to
just
point
random.
me out?
Oh no.
Seems like it.
Okay, eyes closed. Who's messier? Eyes open.
Why?
Like I genuinely didn't
I'm
know
kind
what
of
y'all were gonna
surprising.
say.
You are the one who would make your bed by yourself.
I'm
without being
so
told all the
clean. What
time.
the heck?
You're pretty. I
What
mean,
the
both of y'all
heck?
aren't too. Like, I mean, I don't
Wait,
know. I can't.
but
I
a
don't know.
couple
It's
like,
hard to
If
know.
we're talking about rooms, we're
It's-
not clean.
a couple weeks ago, you said to clean up like the living room and kitchen and clean up all your stuff. I had to pick up like 4 things.
Yeah. How
Out of
many did
both
she have
of
to
them.
pick up?
I was at practice, I think. Or like,
Okay.
getting ready.
I got
Okay.
another one. I have one more.
Oh my
another one.
goodness.
Close your eyes. Who? Stop. Who? Hogs all the covers the most?
Eyes open. Maddox.
She takes them. She would be sitting down like this or laying down, and then she would turn to her side and take the whole
Yeah.
blanket with her shoulder, just like.
That doesn't happen.
They
Maddox
sleep in the
has-
same bed, by
And
the
then
way.
in the
yeah,
morning,
so.
and then
They
in the morning,
insisted.
I would wake up, or even in the middle of the night, I would wake up, and there's literally like a corner this big on my entire body, just like covering my leg or something. I'm
Maddox
like,
loves to sleep under just like a mountain of blankets.
I love that so
She
much.
loves
It's
it.
like,
It's a
I need the
mountain.
in her
perfect
old
spot. And I'm
room
like,
at the last house,
You're
she
like a
literally
dog.
had pile of
Who like
blankets.
snuggles up
I
turns
have
and
to.
like snug
I have to find the
nestles
perfect
into
spot.
the
I'm
perfect
flexible
spot.
enough to like
Alright,
literally
next.
curl
Okay,
up like that.
last one.
No.
Who is more likely to forget the technique or drill as soon as you clap out? Eyes open. Why do you have double points?
I
What
don't
is
know.
that?
I have brain farts.
Lennox,
Which is it?
Sometimes, but
I have
I'm
brain
also
farts.
like, oh yeah, I forgot. And then I was like, oh yeah.
Like I would
Sometimes
I
when
would
I'm
be
just
going
like,
with
wait,
Sarah,
what?
and then I would be like, wait, I just had a brain fart. Where did we start again? And then she's like, you start here, and I was like, wait, what's my job? And I was like, oh, that's my job.
I
and,
do
then,
that.
and then your job is blah 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 blah. I know how to play now. I would just have a full brain fart. I was
Yeah,
like,
I'll do that.
It's
Can you make
it's
some
so
up? 'Cause I love
interesting.
this.
It's so interesting because what her wording that she just used is "I know how to play now," which is she's talking about the CLA games that we do.
yeah.
Because in my particular classes, I don't do a lot of step-by-step drills.
Yeah.
no, you don't.
That's just interesting.
That's
So-
why I specifically put
But I was
that as
gonna
forget
say-
the technique or the drill.
Yeah.
Because
Because that does bug the heck out of me whenever
they forget.
I walk over them and
Hey,
they're
you do
like,
it too. You've told me that you just forget it for a second.
He does.
"What? What do you mean?"
Your
Whenever
technique.
Daddy
oh
forgets lots
yeah,
of
step-by-step technique is different. That's a game of memorization.
Yeah.
things. Okay. That's all I have for twin telepathy. We're wrapping
Darn
it up
it.
here, okay?
I wanna make
This
twin
has been
telepathy.
fun.
No, I want twin telepathy for y'all though.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
can we do
maybe
some-
we'll have to have y'all back on as
Yes,
guests again
that would be
sometime,
so
okay?
fun.
Okay. Okay.
I want that.
Last couple of questions, okay? What is your favorite thing about your sister?
that I finally get to share a room with her, and that we can bond in jiu-jitsu. And we're always there to, like, if we're sad or happy, we're always, like, right next to each other. So that makes me really happy.
I love that last part. I love that when Maddox has big opportunities that mean she could be risking time for us to spend together, it's like I'm sad and scared of the outcomes for me without her. Because earlier I said, like, my life would not be here without her right now. But I love that I would still be able to be happy for her and, like, yeah, be happy that for the opportunity she got and that she took it. She may have cared about it a lot and chosen to do that instead of spend time with me, but it's fine with me as long as she's trying to keep pursuing her dream. That's what I love about our relationship.
Y'all can support each other like that. I love that. That's sweet.
Okay, since I'm going to ask me these questions, I feel like I'm just sitting here as a viewer. What is something that she does? Your sister.
Don't let them see the question.
Well, don't look at the question,
I
girl.
can't see from this bar. Like, there's
What is something she does that annoys you, but you still love her?
Aww.
Maddox, go first.
Definitely her emotions, like when I try to come up and,
I
like,
love that.
hug her, and then she's just like, no, go away. And then I'm like,
No,
oh,
go away.
really? And, like, sometimes I get to her, and I'm like, she's, like, backing away from me. I just grab her and hug her as tight as I can, and she's like, no. And she finally settles in. Sometimes it won't happen. I'm like, I just have to give her some space, and it's, like, 3 minutes later, right before we start another jiu-jitsu match. And I'm like, she's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's okay. But
Wait, what
I
was the
still
question
love her.
again? Can you say it one more time?
Something that
What is something that
annoys
she
you.
does that annoys you, but you still love her?
Because of doing that?
Or just in
Like,
general.
No, what's something that annoys you that she does?
It's hard to say because I don't really have anything.
Oh.
She doesn't do anything that annoys you?
No way.
She doesn't do anything that annoys
Sing
you? That's
terrible,
crazy.
like anything.
Like, nothing. I don't think anything specific.
Well, one thing you say a lot is that Maddox is bossy.
Yes.
Don't say that one.
Don't say that
Maddox
one.
is a bit of a bossy girl.
Yes.
A bit.
Just joking.
Were you saying
All right.
a bit?
Next question. All right, we'll start with you, Lennox. What are your goals for this year, 2026?
Oh, for this year. Okay. Probably
Think about what we have coming up.
I know what you're thinking about. Really high placing in pans, or at least podium. Like, doesn't have to be gold. It may or may not be gold.
But that's the
but-
goal, right?
Yeah, it is the goal.
That's the goal.
But it may or may not be gold. But I'm still hoping to get on.
But it can be.
Yeah,
and it
I'm
will
still hoping to get on podium.
It's not
Sorry.
your
Sorry.
question to answer.
No.
Seriously, oh my
He's
gosh.
like,
You're our coach
Should've
and our
just had
dad.
daddy, right?
Hey, don't make me crash
I
out.
know,
I'm gonna crash
right?
out.
Just like
That's a good
the
goal, buddy.
answer I choose is that. Wait, what does that say?
Okay, I got the same thing, except I would also like to get my gray black. I know it's just like a belt, but I like being the same as my sister because, like, we're twins.
Yeah.
I don't like being behind her because I like being with her. And then gold, or at least podium. Last time we were 4th place, we were so close, and I had to go against an AOJ kid.
I want to go
My last
against her,
one
honestly.
to the podium, which made me really mad. So
Yeah.
just podium.
Cool.
Gotta work that seating too.
Good goals,
It's
y'all.
all right. You can beat that girl.
I
Honestly,
just got stuck on triangle.
I kind of do want to go against that AOJ girl that she fought.
You wanna?
But not in the first match, because, like, if she wins, I'm like,
Bye.
waste of time. Good day. Like, so I would like to fight her whenever I'm in,
Like in the
finals
podium
or,
already. You know,
yeah,
podium.
finals, semifinals. I want to see what she's made of. I want to challenge
Test
myself.
yourself.
All
Nice.
right.
That's good.
She
I
wants
really
to
wanna do
challenge
that.
herself as long as
It's
she
not like
knows
me
she's
with
got
my
a medal in
opponent
the
at
bag.
Worlds.
Good
That's
for
what
you.
I feel.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Well, I think that's all we have, you guys.
No.
Thank you for being guests.
Yeah, it was good having y'all.
It's been sweet.
Now get out of my house.
Go to sleep.
I'm tired.
Yeah, it is
Not
bedtime.
really.
I
Please
know.
no.
We're
Please
tired.
no.
Okay.
Actually,
We drove
I
here
don't
from
wanna go to
Houston
practice
and we got
tomorrow.
right on the podcast.
I want to sleep.
Okay. You want to,
Sign us out.
yeah?
All right, guys.
This is the Wesley Weighs In podcast.
You're early. Hold
No.
on.
Yeah.
Ready?
I'm Wesley.
And I'm Bailey.
And this is the Wesley Weighs In podcast.
There you
That was not very good. Okay.